Hello, guys. My name is George James, and I'm here today to tell you about my culture. Now, I'm going to be going over three major parts, starting with my family's origins, where they've been, where they are now. Then we're going to move on over to gender roles, as in who does what in the family, or at least what I've seen. And then we're going to finish it off with how my culture has affected me and my experience with everything. Alright? Let's get started. And we're back. Alright, as I said before, I'm going to be starting with talking about my family's origins. So let's start off with my dad's side. He's a bit easier. Now, my dad and his family come from the South. They come from Texas. So we're from their childhood and up. They've been raised to mostly eat like mashed potatoes, fried chicken, fried okra, fried catfish, basically anything fried. And anything cheap. So they eat a lot of beans, potatoes, everything like that. Now, my mom, on the other hand, is a bit more tricky because her and her family moved around a lot. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to say they come from England because my grandmother, or Nana, is English, and my mom remembers a lot about it. And that's where they spent most of their time, so it's going to be England. Alright, let me tell you now how exactly my families are different. Now, my mom's side, they're much more proper, have manners, mind your P's and Q's, and overall pretty much just really good people, but strict. They're strict, but they're fair. And, for example, when it's Thanksgiving, everybody gets up at the same time. Everybody makes their plate. Everybody makes their food at the same time. As in, they go pick it up, a nice, neat line. At least that's how it is in my family. And then, whoever sits down first, they just wait for the last person to sit down. Everyone holds hands and says grace. And then we eat, all at the same time. Now, let's move on to my dad's side. Alright, I'm back. Well, on my dad's side, everything is completely different. Everything is about football. Now, not necessarily the Bills, because they're from Texas, so they're big time Cowboys fans, but I digress. So, with them, they're much more wilder. They don't focus so much on manners. I mean, manners are a big part to them, but you could get away with saying a few things. And as I said before with my mom's side with Thanksgiving, it is nothing like that. It's not polite. It's more or less a free-for-all. And it's ruthless. Sure, there's lines to get food. We got people jumping in, you got people barging in, you got people even dumping food on each other. It's actually quite amazing and interesting how just different they are. How the two families are different. Which also brings me to they have similarities. As in the males and the females, the gender roles. They're very much similar in the way that females and males are equal. It's only on my dad's side that, the women will get up and make the man a plate. But it's not always like that. Sometimes the man gets up and makes the woman a plate. But it's nothing to be offended of, so I hope nobody's offended. They like doing this. That's my point with this. They really do like doing it. They find it loving and caring and sweet for one another. But the guys are just kind of, the guys mow the lawn, the women clean the house, stuff like that. For some parts. My mom's side, it's not like that at all. The woman can mow lawns, the guys can clean, it doesn't matter, they'll do anything. Which is good, because it's diversity. Now, how this culture has affected me, I would say that this culture has affected me in the way that I get the best of both worlds. I get to see both in action, these very two different cultures and lifestyles. And I get to choose what I want, see what I think works. And personally, I think that's just a blessing. because I was graced with these two crazy families. But I get to choose whichever one. And I thank God every day I have them. So, to wrap this up, I've got to say that I need to thank God for my family. And I couldn't be any more grateful for my culture. You know, where my family's been, the origins, the gender roles and traditions, thinking how it's affected me. I mean, it's really touched me. And I hope you guys are touched too.